Greetings, YouTube. Yesterday, an old video of mine, entitled On Denying the Holocaust, acquired itself a new troll. This particular person is named doomaxe2, and he has actually a rather extensive channel. Anyway, he felt the need to, on my video, post a rather extensive comment, one that was so extensive it had to be broken up into 5 pieces, attempting to deny the Holocaust. I've already said what I feel about Holocaust deniers and the kind of evidence that they attempt to use. In other words, it's all fabricated lies and is easily debunked if you choose to go out there and do it. And I have no intention of wasting my time actually trying to debunk each of his statements. I figure anybody who's watching can easily handle that on their own. My position remains unchanged. Holocaust deniers are evil, and they are doing it for their own political gain in one form or another. They're looking to foment division between the races, of which there really is no point. Reasonable people from all ethnic groups have shown that they can coexist in relative harmony if the people who choose to sow divisions are not allowed to run things. And the whole reason why Germany is a perfectly acceptable and well-fitting in society of the Western world is because they don't allow people like this to run their country anymore. It's completely their own choice at this point. Now, I admit that it had to be forced upon them initially because they attempted to put these ideas into action, and the resulting evil was on a scale that the world has never previously seen, not so much necessarily because their ideology is that much more evil than any number of other evil ideologies ever espoused, but because at the time that they did it, the technology was there for them to achieve a level of destruction above and beyond any previous generation's ability to do so. So anyway, after reading his comments, I checked out his channel and looked over it quite a bit, and I'm only going to make one comment. I'm going to provide a link. You can always just stick his username in and come up with his channel if you so desire. But the one thing I immediately noticed is that the very first thing that he says in his channel description is that he will censor all of his comments, and he calls anybody who tries to call into question what he has to say as spewing hate onto his page, which strikes me as rather hypocritical for 2 reasons. One, he wants to spew his hate onto other pages, and 2, attempt to denounce hate is not hate in and of itself. I don't hate him because he's white. I don't hate him because he's possibly, although I have no evidence to say so, of some kind of Germanic descent. Given, some of the other things on the channel, I suspect he's probably of Russian descent, or some form of European in between the two. It's not really clear, but it doesn't. Those are not reasons to hate him. I don't hate him because of who he is. I hate what he has to say. I hate how what he has to say reflects badly on people that have no sympathy for anything he has to say. I think they're all completely useless lies, and I think they debunk themselves. So, unlike him, I have no desire to censor his comments out. I will merely point at them and ridicule them. And if for some reason you don't understand why his statements and his videos are worthy of ridicule, I suggest you do a little bit of research. I'm not going to provide that for you because I cannot, in a YouTube video, actually supply real evidence worth diddly. It's not possible, and if you take somebody's YouTube video as real evidence of anything, you're making a horrible mistake. So, if you feel like it, if you feel like devolving into the same kind of conspiracy nut madness that every other kind of conspiracy nut displays, from moon hoaxers to, moon landing hoaxers to Earth is the flat earthers to, whatever. I mean, they're all the same. They're all use crappy fabricated evidence. They rely on insane connections that don't exist and whatnot. They're all the same. They're effectively useless jokes. They're pimples on the backside of humanity. And I really believe that if you go out and look up the evidence impartially yourself, you will come to the same conclusion. And Mr. Bad Axe, please feel free to spew more hate into my comments. I'm not going to censor you. But I probably won't actually reply to you beyond this. There is no need. You're self-debunking. Goodbye.